Hi everyone, it's Dia with Eat, Run, Plan, Repeat. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to be comparing these two bags.
Hit me like a ton of bricks. Doesn't matter, weak or strong. Take your time and do your tricks.
A few weeks ago, I posted a video about my Fossil Rachel satchel that I purchased because I couldn't find a Sydney satchel, and I've been searching for one for over a year. So I finally just went online and tried to find something that was comparable to it and ended up with the Rachel satchel, which I've absolutely loved since I've had it. Since making that video, I've had quite a few people reach out to me offering me their Sydney satchels, some brand new, some slightly loved, and I really wanted the camel color one, but I was willing to do anything a little bit different than what I had right now. And one of my followers, Christine, offered me her Sydney satchel in wine, I believe it is. She said it was just sitting in her closet with the tag still on it, and she was so generous to offer to mail it to me and see if I even liked it, and if I didn't, she said just send it back. So the moment I opened it up, I knew I loved it, and I knew I was gonna keep it. It is such a gorgeous color. If I couldn't have the light kind of camely brown one, this is what I wanted. So the moment I got it, I immediately moved out of my Rachel bag and into the Sydney satchel. And this is the sad part. My daughter and I went out a few hours later, and after having it for just this one outing, I realized this bag is just not for me. Touching it and holding it and looking at it, I by far prefer this over the Rachel bag, but functionally, it just doesn't fit what I need. So before I turn the camera around and compare these two side by side for you, I'll just let you know the few reasons why this purse won't work for my lifestyle. It's too floppy for me, and although I love that, it makes it a little too hard to grab things in and out of the bag quickly. My Rachel has a pocket in the front and a pocket in the back, and this one just has a pocket in the back. Also, this pocket is smaller. It's a lot more narrow than my Rachel bag, and that would be fine if I still had my old phone, but I have an iPhone 8 Plus now, and it fits in here really tightly, so it takes a little longer to try and work it in and pull it out. And lastly, you'll see when I open this up, the pocket configuration on the inside is different than the Rachel bag, and I just don't think I like this one as much. So other than those things, I really wanted to love this bag. It just doesn't fit the way I do things. So sadly, this bag just doesn't work for me, and the Rachel bag suits my lifestyle a little bit better. The good news is, the second my daughter walked in the door and saw this purse, she immediately fell in love with it. So she was kind of following me around all day asking me, so do you like it? So do you like it? And the second I told her I was having a little bit of a difficult time with it, she was like, can I have it? So it is now her bag, and she is in 10th grade, and she uses this as a purse slash backpack, not really backpack, but supply bag to take to school with her. And if anybody wants to see a video on that, I can show you how she organizes her school bag in another video. Okay, so I think the easiest way to do this is gonna be to turn the camera around and just show you the purses side by side and show you the differences between the two. Because when you're looking at them online, it really is hard to tell the difference, and I have been waiting to have both of them so I can make this video for you. So let me go ahead and show you the similarities and the differences between these two bags. Right off, you can tell that the Sydney satchel is a lot softer than the Rachel, and it has less form, so it kind of slouches down, which makes it adorable, but like I mentioned earlier, can make it harder to get into. The Sydney satchel has the Fossil logo at the top, and it's in a gold lettering, and the Rachel has it at the bottom, and it's just kind of embossed in there. Before I forget to mention it, because it's on the bottom side, the Sydney satchel comes with the little metal feet, and the Rachel does not. One of the main reasons I am choosing the Rachel over the Sydney is that it has a pocket in the front and the back, whereas the Sydney just has one in the back. And I know I mentioned it in my last video, when I throw my bag on, sometimes it's backwards, sometimes it's forwards, so it's just easier to throw my phone into whichever pocket. The keys on these two bags are different. I actually like the one on the Sydney better. It looks a lot cuter. The one on the Rachel is kind of plain. The long straps on both of these bags are adjustable and removable. The shoulder straps on these, I think that's what they're called, shoulder arm straps on these, are almost the same. The Sydney seems like it's a little bit smaller, but you know, since this kind of collapses, it probably gives you more room. But these ones are attached by going through this little slit here and going up. Mine have gotten a little bit softer, but it's not a big deal to me. When I go to grab my purse, it's easier to just grab it like this anyway. The Fossil Sydney is a lot softer, as you can see, and kind of collapsing, and these straps are sewn on. Let me go ahead and show you the backs of these purses. They both have the pockets on the back, but like I was saying, this one slides in here really easy, and I can grab it in and out very easy. This one is a little bit tighter, and it stays sticking up a little more too. I think the pocket just isn't as deep. Again, you can see how much more slouchy this bag is than this bag. So let's look at the sides now. The whole reason I wanted to buy the Sydney satchel was because of this feature on the side, how far it unzips. Look at that. It makes it so easy to get into your bag because look at how wide it opens up. And then because it has this, nothing's gonna fall out either. So since I couldn't find the Sydney anywhere, I went ahead and got the Rachel because it seemed to do the same thing. It opens up just as wide. It maybe seems a little more stiff because like this, the top almost wants to flop over, but this one kind of keeps its structure still. So for me, as much as I love the floppiness, it's just easier for me to get things in and out of a purse that kind of holds itself up like this. And this would be easy if it was sitting down, but when I'm holding it, I don't know, it just stays, it's just harder to get into, whereas this one kind of stays open and I can just get things out easier. I don't know, it's personal preference. So one more time, as you can see, these open up fairly wide, both of them. And I guess it does seem like this one opens up a little bit wider. Now we'll move on to the interior of the bags. So on one side we have the zipper pocket, and this is what it looks like in the Rachel. A pocket, and it's got the little Fossil logo sewn in right there in leather. And as I said, the zipper pocket on the Sydney is different. So you have the zipper pocket, plus you have these card holders. I think for some people, if they want easy access to their cards, or maybe to even just keep like your club cards in here or gift cards, that's really neat, but I have other things that I like to keep them in, so this was just kind of useless for me. You'll also notice the interior colors. This one is the same color as the bag, and this one has a more patterned, lighter color, which for me makes it easier to find things. And on the other side, we have the second pocket configuration. In the Sydney, it's just one big pocket that goes across. My issue with this pocket is that when I threw one of my little planners in here, it would just kind of fall out because the bag's floppy, and sometimes I would find it in the middle of the bag instead of in its little home. The inside pocket on the Rachel has two pockets. One is slightly smaller than the other. This is perfect for me because I keep my chapstick in one and my little business card holder in the other. I forgot to mention, in this Sydney, it has this little key holder too, which is really convenient for my daughter. Just really quick to show you the difference in the zippers too. This one has a little small loop, and the Sydney has this bigger round loop. I kind of think this is a lot cuter. So those are the two purses side by side. If you didn't get a good enough look at anything, go ahead and check out my website, Eat, Run, Plan, Repeat, where I have some up-close pictures of these purses together. If you have any questions about them, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and watch my video on what's in my bag. And if you'd like to take a peek inside my daughter's bag, just go ahead and leave that in the comments below too, and I can make a video on that. And don't get me wrong, I'm really sad that this isn't going to be my everyday purse. Maybe someday my style will change and a floppy purse will work for me, but until then, I'm very happy to have the Fossil Rachel satchel. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of any new videos from me, go ahead and hit the notification bell as well. And if you didn't realize, I'm in my new room. It's not quite set up yet, but I will be filming one video a week right now and posting them on Mondays. I had a little bit of a hard time recovering from my son heading off to college, so this video is a little late, but I am managing to get it up like I promised myself. So thanks again, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.